person in New York State. Alicia Barton, the president of New York State Energy Research Development Authority, is going to be dropping by. Let us know about what NYSERDA does, what it means to the average person in New York State, and she's working to fulfill our mission of sustainability.
I'll just say one thing about the big picture. I'm not sure if Jen started with this or not, but we're working more explicitly under a just transition framework so that all the work and all the property that we own about 120 pieces of property in the immediate blocks, we think about in terms of energy transitions, water transitions, food transitions, and people transitions. So some of that's just, project by project, experimenting with geothermal on vacant land, building green infrastructure right into every project that we do. Some of it's sort of larger concepts of anti-displacement and thinking about how to defend communities before they get gentrified.
I think especially when you're working with affordable housing too, because we're thinking both about how do we get the biggest bang for a buck in terms of how do we insulate these homes, how do we reduce the usage, how do we have the labor to do those installs on our training homes or other projects that we're applying for. What does that impact have on people's ability to pay every month, and how do we sort of quantify? I think those things, now that we have some footing under us, and honestly that I can have a position to do community energy planning, means that we can collect more of that data and take the time to really see the impact over a year of this unit versus that unit, or School 77 with seniors with solar versus this house here, which is a family with solar, and how do we use that to kind of make our projections for when we're applying to new projects, or give advice for other people who are doing this work around how is this going to impact things.
All right, thank you all for joining us for the Pushback. We have a very special guest, Alicia Barton, the president of New York State Energy Research Development Authority, and we'll just let her take it from here about what she does, what NYSERDA does, and what it means to everyday New Yorkers.
Thank you, and you got the name exactly right, which is not easy. I know NYSERDA can be a mouthful, but as you said, I am the president and CEO of NYSERDA, and we are a state agency charged with clean energy implementation and energy innovation for the state of New York. That is a relatively broad mission, but what I think about it is really trying to give project developers, communities, and others the tools and support that they need to help accelerate the conversion to clean energy, which we see taking place all across the state of New York. Climate change is something that is increasingly on everyone's radar as a fact of life. And under Governor Cuomo's leadership, New York has really staked out a national leadership position when it comes to fighting climate change. We have some of the most aggressive clean energy and climate requirements in the country. And NYSERDA is on the front edge of trying to help make those a reality. So we provide grants and community support. We're working in solar and wind and energy efficiency, all of the tools that it takes in order to really get to where we need in the future of a lower carbon, more sustainable, and more affordable energy system for all New Yorkers.
Wow, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You've got final thoughts? I know you're headed out for a tour of the Green Development Zone.
That's right. I'm very excited to be here at Push Buffalo today for a tour and a conversation about NYSERDA's programs to support efforts like community-based solar development, which is increasingly an important part of our energy mix here in the state. And it's a beautiful day to be here in Buffalo. So thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. We ordered the sun for you today.